This morning we're going to be having a look at word problems using addition and subtraction. Our learning objective is to solve addition and subtraction word problems. So what we're going to need to do today is use some skills that we already know on how to solve addition and subtraction problems, and we can use the skills that we've learnt already this week as well. Our first question is, at the park there are 11 children and 8 adults. How many people are there altogether? Now, to be able to solve this problem, what we first need to do is have a look at the numbers that the word problem is giving to us. So it says, at the park there are 11 children and 8 adults. So we know that to solve this problem, we're going to need the numbers 11 and we're going to need the number 8. We're going to leave a gap in between the number 11 and 8 until we find out whether we need to add or subtract. Next, we're going to have a look at the words that the word problem has used because they'll also help us to know whether we're adding or subtracting. It says, how many people are there altogether? The word altogether means how many are there in total, which means that we're going to need to add. Now, to solve this, we can use our number line. If you don't have a number line at home, you can draw one out to help you. So we're going to start at the number 11 and we're going to count on 8. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which takes us to the number 19. So we know that 11 add 8 equals 19. Now that solves our word problem because it says how many people are there altogether, and we now know that there were 19 people in the park. Our next question is, there are 17 people on the bus, 5 more get off. How many people are left on the bus? Can you remember what our first step was from before? Our first step is to have a look at the numbers that the word problem is giving to us. So it says there are 17 people on the bus and 5 get off. So we know that we're going to need the number 17 and the number 5 to help us to solve the problem. Next, we're going to have a look at the words. It says there are 17 people on the bus, 5 more get off. So if people are getting off the bus, that means that the number of people on the bus is going to reduce, it's going to get smaller. So how many people are left on the bus? So from that we can find out that we're going to need to take away, because like we said, people are getting off the bus, so there must be a smaller number at the end. And again, we're going to find our number 17 on the number line, and we're going to count back 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which takes us to number 12. The 17 take away 5 equals 12. So there were 12 people left on the bus. For this question, I want you to have a go by yourself. See if you can remember the steps that we used before. I want you to write this down in your remote learning book. Did you have a go? Good. So let's now solve it together. Ben has 16 marbles. He gives 9 to Rosie. How many are left? So, remember from before, we're going to have a look at the numbers that it's given us first. So Ben has 16 marbles and he gives 9 to Rosie. Then we're going to have a look at the words. So he gives 9 to Rosie. So he's giving the marbles away, which means that Ben is going to have less. Then it says how many are left. So we're going to need the numbers 16 and 9. And remember we said that Ben was giving marbles away, which means that we're taking away the number of marbles that he's given away. So he's taken away 9. So we can start at number 16 and we're going to count back 9. We could just do what we did before and count back in ones, but we could also use the skills that we've learnt this week, couldn't we? So, because we'll be crossing over 10, what we can do first is split 9 up. So, if we're starting at 16 and we need to get back to 10, so the difference between 10 and 16 is 6. So part of our 9 that we're trying to make up is 6. What number adds to 6 to make 9? Can you remember? Good. It's number 3. So from 16 to 10, we've done a jump of 6. And now we need to do another 3 jumps to get to our number to make up 9. So we're going to do a jump of 3. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to jump back to here. We've got our jump of 3, which leaves us with 7. So we know that 16 take away 9 is 7. So Ben would have had 7 marbles left. Our next question says there are 19 tennis balls in a bag. Mary puts in 7 more. How many balls are in the bag? So our first step, we're going to have a look at the numbers. There are 19 tennis balls and Mary puts in 7 more. Let's have a look at the words next. So she puts in 7 more. So what do you think we're going to be doing? Are we going to be adding or subtracting? Well done, we're going to be adding. So we're going to be doing the sentence 19 add 7. Now what we can do, we can use our skill from before. So because we'll be crossing over 20, we can use what we've already been doing this week. So by splitting the 7 up. So to get from 19 to 20, we do a jump of 1. So we're going to split 7 up into 1 and... what number adds to 1 to make 7? Well done, it's the number 6. So what we're going to do next, we're going to do a jump of 6. So we can count along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do a jump of 6. So we've done a jump of 1 and a jump of 6 to make 7 altogether. And that has left us with the number 26. So 19 add 7 equals 26. So there are now 26 balls in the bag. What I would like you to do next, if you have a look on our class page on the school website, you will find this worksheet. And you don't have to have the worksheet to be able to solve these problems. If you only have your home learning book, you can just read the questions off the sheet and fill in the rest and show you working out in your book. So I've broken it down for you, and what you need to do first is underline the important parts. So have a look at the question and underline the important parts. If you haven't got this worksheet, you can just write the important parts down like I did on the other questions. Then you have to decide whether we're going to be doing an addition or a subtraction. Now again, you can do it like I did before, leave a gap in between the two numbers and come back to it once you've decided whether it's an addition or subtraction. Then you need to write out a number sentence and your answer, so show you're working out. If you need to draw a number line to help you, that's fine. Or if you want to do it a different way, so if you want to draw 100 square or you want to draw tens frames, that's absolutely fine as well. Anything that will help you to solve these problems.